Zohar, beresheet, verse 136. From this point upward above the primal firmament, no person can comprehend or grasp any thoughts because they are concealed within the secret of thought. The thought of the Holy One, blessed be He, is hidden and concealed above. Nobody can conceive and understand man's thought. Even more true is that nobody can understand anything originating in supernal thought. The actual thought itself is all the more beyond any person's ability to grasp. More inner than thoughts, which is Bina, who may form any idea of such a concept. There is no understanding at all, not enough to even ask a question, not to mention comprehend the answer. Verse 137. The endless light has no mark on it to grasp. It is not subject to any question or mental formulation. From within this most concealed of all concealed things, with the beginning of the descent of the endless light, for the purpose of being seen, a thin, almost imperceptible light shone. It was concealed by a fragile imprint, as delicate as a needlepoint. Thus, although a tiny slit was opened, it was insufficient for the light to be grasped. This is the secret of the concealed thought. It remained unknown until an illumination extended from it to the place on which the letters were imprinted. Everything emerged from there. 138. In the beginning, the letter Aleph, which is the beginning and end of all the grades, was inscribed. Although it is the imprint on which the upper and lower grades were imprinted, it is still referred to in the singular as Echad, one, which means that the Aleph is one in numerical value. It teaches us that, although it contains many forms and includes all the grades, it remains only one. Thus, all the grades are as one in it. Assuredly, the letter Aleph is the letter upon which the upper and the lower beings depend. 139. The upper tip head of the letter Aleph, referring to the shape of the upper Yud, represents the secret of the supernal thought. The expansion of the upper firmament is still entirely concealed within the upper tip of the letter Aleph and its upper Yud, so when the shape of the letter Aleph emerges from the firmament, it will be in the image of the secret of the beginning, head of thought. Within that central column of the letter Aleph, there are 6 grades, namely Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, and Yesod. These contain the secret of all the supernal and concealed living creatures that are connected to the inside of thought, which is Bina. 140. One light that shone and was concealed is the light of the letter Bet, of Beresheet. This is hinted at in the verse, the heat of the day, Beresheet 18:1, as Abraham was sitting in the tent door in the heat of the day. The door leads from below upward, and those down below ascend through it. The heat of the day shines through that door, from below upward. From there it also shines downward. Verse 141. The second light is the light that gradually fades away before nightfall. This is the secret of the prayer of Isaac. To properly amend and establish the grade as it is written, and Isaac went out to meditate in the field at eventide. Beresheet 24:63. The vision at eventide and all sorts of darkness are related to him. According to the secret of Mincha, the afternoon prayer, at this eventide, Jacob looked at the minister of Esau, about whom it is written, and there wrestled a man with him. Beresheet 32:25. Verse 142. The third light is the light that combines these two lights, which represents the right and left column. It is the light that shines for healing. The secret that which is written about Jacob, and the sun rose upon him, is related to this third light, and the verse is referring assuredly to the time after Jacob became included within the eventide, namely the darkness of the left column, and was in need of healing. Therefore it is written, and the sun rose upon him, to heal him from the darkness of the left. From here onward, that is, after Jacob drew down the light of the central column, the verse continues, and he limped upon his thigh. His thigh is an allusion to the Sephirah of Netzach and Zerampin, which is called Yisrael. Because of the two Sephirot, Netzach and Hod are called the two thighs. Verse 143. Note that it is written, upon his thigh and not upon his thighs. This means that this is the fourth grade, namely Netzach, from where no prophecies were issued until Samuel arrived. About it is written, and also the eternal one, Netzach of Yisrael. 1 Samuel 15:29. Netzach, which had been weak ever since Jacob, the patriarch, was endangered by the minister of Esau, was thus firmly established. 144. He explained more fully the verse. He touched the hollow of his thigh, Beresheet 32:26. When the minister of Esau came upon Jacob, Jacob derived strength from the eventide by the power of judgment. Thus, Jacob became included within it. This is the left column, and he was not able to overcome him. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. Hence, Jacob attained strength from there. He explained the reason for this, because the thigh is located outside the torso, and because Jacob is the Sephirah of Tiferet, that is called the torso. His body comprises the secret of two grades, male and female, according to the secret that is called man. As soon as Jacob derived power, which is located outside of his body, then Esau's ministering angel struck, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint. Verse 145. No man prophesied until Samuel, who firmly established the Sephirah of Netzach. Therefore it is written, and also the eternal one of Yisrael, for he is not a man. Joshua received his prophecy from the Sephirah of Hod of Moses. As it is written, and you shall put some of your honor, Hod, upon him. Bamidbar 27:20. As Joshua preceded Samuel the prophet, he could not receive his prophecy from Netzach because of the weakness caused by the touch of Esau's minister. This is the reason why he received his prophecy from Hod, which is the fifth grade. Netzach is the left thigh of Jacob. David came forth and combined it with the right, as it is written, at your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Netzach, Tehillim 16:11. It is not written, your right, but rather at your right, which means that before the time of David, Netzach was not at the right. David brought Netzach back to the aspect of the right, for from that time of Jacob until Samuel and David, Netzach was considered the aspect of the left. 146. He asked, what weakened Jacob's thigh? He replied, the side of impurity approached him and derived strength from him. Thus, the other side clings to every place where a lack appears in holiness. So the fixing of it was delayed until Samuel appeared. That is why Samuel came to remind us that this is the thigh of Yisrael, as it is written, and also the eternal one, Netzach of Yisrael, 1 Samuel 15:29. This is also the reason why all Samuel's words were based on judgment, both in the beginning and in the end. 147. Furthermore, the Holy One, blessed be He, included him with the Sephirah of Hod. He asks, when was that? He replied, after he had anointed the kings Saul and David. For this, Samuel is ranked as Moses and Aaron. Just as Moses and Aaron were separated on two sides above, the right and the left, so was Samuel down below, divided into two aspects, right and left. What are those two aspects? They are Netzach and Hod, the same as Moses and Aaron on high. All the grades were included within one another by Samuel, and this is how he became ranked as Moses and Aaron together. As it is written, Moses and Aaron among his priests, and Samuel among them that call upon his name. Tehillim 99:6. Thus, 6 aspects, the 6 Sephirot, Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, and Yesod, were included within one another and combined. Verse 148. In the same manner that the right and the left above, which are Moses and Aaron, are connected to the right and the left below, namely Samuel, so is the central column above, Tiferet, and the aspect of Jacob and Moses connected to the central column below, which is Yesod, and the aspect of Joseph. Jacob was the owner of the house. When Jacob passed away, Moses gained control over the house during his lifetime. Joseph was righteous because of Jacob and Moses. 149. The proof that Jacob took over the house, which is the female principle of Zerampin, through Joseph, is the verse, in the verse, these are the generations of Jacob, Joseph, beresheet 37:2. This shows that they were attached to each other. Moses did not mate with her, with the female, until he attained the connection with Joseph. When the Shekinah returned from the exile in Egypt, Moses, who is the internal aspect of Zerampin, was able to unite with the Shekinah only through Joseph, as it is written, and Moses took the bones of Joseph with him. Shemot 13:19. Why is it written with him? Because the aspect of the body is not fit for mating with the female unless it first unites with the covenant, which is Yesod. This is why Moses took Joseph with him, because since Joseph was connected with him, Zerampin could mate with this female principle in the proper manner. Thus, it is considered that Jacob, Moses, and Joseph go together as one, as both Jacob and Moses have to join Joseph.